What's up everybody, this is Yair and today we are going to draw Vegito. Okay, so today we are going to draw Super Saiyan Vegito from Dragon Ball Z. If you guys check the description box, you can see all the materials I'm using for this tutorial with Amazon product links. So without further ado, let's get to it. We are going to start by drawing a perfect square. Each side is 4 centimeters. And this is gonna be a 3/4 pose. We are going to start by drawing Vegito's face. Then we are going to cross it in the middle to mark the center of the face. And from that point, we are going to draw the wrinkles between the eyes. We'll do that by using 4 lines, following up with the eyebrow. And to create the eye, we'll use 3 lines, 2 diagonals, and the curve underneath. We'll place the iris at the center but slightly to the left side. Draw the cheek marks right below that. One line above the eye, and we'll do the same process for the left side, although this side will appear slightly smaller because of the angle. And to draw the nose, we'll use 5 lines, and as you can see, I'm using the guideline to place it in the middle. Next, we'll give him a nice smirk. We'll do that by using 3 lines. We'll indicate his chin, do some adjustments, and then we'll draw his hairline, following up with the ear. Next, we're going to draw 2 spikes of hair from the front. And we'll add some more curves right below. Next, we'll use 2 lines to indicate the neck. Then we'll draw 2 spikes of hair on the right side. One spike on the left side. Then we'll use this guideline to create a rough shape of the hair, and then we'll draw the rest of the spikes inside that guideline. We're going to add some details to the hair by drawing some lines in the direction of the shape. Awesome, next we're going to add some muscles. We'll start with the neck muscles and his Adam's apple. Then 2 lines to create his trap muscles. Next we're going to draw a rough shape of his torso. Then we'll create the color of his gi. Following up with the color of the shirt on top. We'll add some creases. Draw the sleeve underneath. And will indicate his arm. We're going to do the same for the right side. As you can see, I'm drawing the shoulder, the tricep, and the bicep. We'll add some more creases to the gi. And then we'll cross the torso in the middle and draw the chest muscles. As you can see, I'm using curves to create mass. We'll do some adjustments. Awesome, and now we are ready for the inking process. For that process, we are going to use a black pen. I suggest using 0.1, 2 or 3, that's the size of the inking pen. What you want to do is hold the pen closer to the tip, that way you will have more control and you can get more accurate lines. And just like I'm doing, make sure to rotate the page, that way it's much more comfortable to ink because you go with your natural hand movement and simply push and pull lines until we are done. Awesome, so once it's clean and smooth, we can move on to the Copic markers. If you guys don't know, those are alcohol-based markers, which means they can blend very well. And I remind you that I have a list of all the materials I'm using in the description box. Now, if you don't have Copic markers, you can use color pencils, or you can use an HB2 pencil, a black color pencil, and do some shading, just like I explained in my black and white drawing tutorials. That being said, we are going to use the Copic markers. Usually I use 3 tones for each object. We got the darkest tone, then the mid-tone, and finally the brightest tone. As you can see, I started by coloring the gi with a dark blue. Notice I'm coloring in the direction of the creases, and by adding more layers, I will get a darker tone of blue. And again, I'm holding the marker closer to the tip so I can have more control and I won't color outside of the lines. And if you guys are wondering, the Copic marker I'm using is B39. That's the name of the code. Next, we're going to use a brighter tone of blue, that's B26. And just like before, we'll color in the direction of the creases, filling up all the blank area, blending it with the darkest tone. We'll go back to the darkest tone again, adding some more layers right there. And then we'll move on to the shirt underneath. This time we're going to use 3 tones, starting with the darkest tone, again coloring in the direction of the shape, that's E08. Next we're going to use YR07, that's a brighter tone of orange. And finally, we're going to use YR04, that's gonna be the brightest tone, and we'll blend all the colors together. Awesome, next we're going to color the Potara earrings. We'll start with a mustard tone. For the mid-tone, we'll use a yellow tone, that's Y08, and we'll use an even brighter tone of yellow, Y00. We'll use some gray markers for the metal part. Awesome, now we can color the eyes, so we'll do that by using a blue-green tone. It's gonna be BG49. And then we'll use a brighter tone, it's gonna be BG34. That way we'll get a nice highlight on the top left side. Awesome, next we'll color his glorious, majestic hair. We'll start with a very dark brown, that's gonna be E97, coloring in the direction of the hair, of course. Next we're going to use Y17, that's a golden yellow. And we'll also color the eyebrows with that same tone. And to finish up the hair, we'll use Y21, that's a buttercup yellow, filling up the remaining blank areas. Awesome! So now we can move on to the skin tones. Now this time I started with the mid-tone, that's R02, or you can even use E02. Following up with the brightest tone, that's E00. And then using the darkest tone, it's gonna be YR18. So we're going to do the same process for the rest, starting with the mid-tone E02, coloring in the direction of the shape. That way the muscles will appear with mass, and therefore we'll get a 3D look and not a flat look. We'll move on to the darkest tone, that's YR18, coloring all the darkest areas. And finally, we'll use E00 for all the brightest areas. And a quick tip, if you colored outside of the lines, which happens, you can use the colorless blender, and with a lot of brush strokes you can soak that ink out of the paper. And we are done! Everybody, thanks a lot for watching. Please let me know how you did in the comment section. Congratulations, of course, for finishing this tutorial. And if you guys want me to do more tutorials, you can support me by clicking that thanks button. I will appreciate any amount, and this will obviously help me create more tutorials for you guys. So that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Keep being awesome, and I'll see you on the next video very soon. Peace!